Hey Gemini, all my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or if you look at your chart and you have a lot of third house placements, this could resonate for you. Off the bat, I just want to say that, just take it how it resonates. All of my readings are timeless, and I'm a little bit behind on the second half of all the signs because all of your content got deleted, and even my backup files. And that's happened a few times. It's very rare, so I had to re-record everything. And the crazy thing is when that happens, the message always shifts a little bit because there's been some movement in the collective consciousness with everyone. So I always want to make sure these videos are resonating. I'm not so caught up on the time frame, but I'm caught up in the resonance. So thank you for everyone who's been patient, who have been waiting for their signs or their other aspects. And remember, if all of this doesn't resonate with you, you can go look at my other videos for your other placements in your chart. The universe right now, Gemini, knows you've been through a lot. Like, I'm seeing the energy of you guys maybe getting caught up. Like, that's the word that I got, caught up. And the universe wants you to have hope, but to know that it's okay to trust in yourself, because the things that we go through, they give you wisdom. They give you insight for your next chapter. With the star card, it says hope, but it's almost like you're holding yourself in your hand. You might have been through something. It's coming out really strong as a relationship reading. Now, I understand that everyone is not in a relationship or dealing with one, but I leave my readings pretty much open so the divine can say. So if this is not really gonna hit as like any type of interaction, relationship, or someone that you could have just been dealing with, this may not be that reading, but you just have to take it how it resonates. It could have been a business partner or, a friend. But I'm seeing right now is to hold space for yourself. You notice how this guy has his hands for hope in this picture, but in this six of, this is technically the lovers in the traditional deck. Their hands are close to this guy's heart. There could have been someone who promised you their heart and they had a negative something negative happened here. There was some sort of mistrust. You could have put your hope into someone. Like, this is giving me the solar plexus vibe, right? They both start with H2, which is so funny. Like, this person could have came off a certain way, like, here's my heart, take my hand. This is trusting, like, something's going to grow from this. And you trusted them. You're like, this is my soulmate. This is a lover. And you trusted them. And this is giving me solar plexus. Your solar plexus is when you make decisions. It's when you're like sturdy in yourself. So you could have given the rawest, most vulnerable part of you to this person, but ended up with this energy. And this is the exorcist archetype. It says fear of facing your own demons. And you notice how this person's eyes are closed? Their eyes are closed. There's something that you knew about this connection, regardless if this was love or not. This is Gemini energy, so you could have been dealing with another Gemini. This could just be you showing up. We have Pisces. You could have been dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus or a fire sign, but I'm really, really seeing Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, and Gemini. But with this exorcist archetype energy, it's like that devil energy underneath the surface. Someone who maybe had an addiction, someone who had other things going on in their life, and they could have had good intentions for you, but they didn't. Something happened here. It's like they couldn't hide it. And the High Priestess talks about secrets. There could have been a secret that came out, okay? And you knew it. It's almost like you had a feeling, you had like a little nudge. It didn't have to be that you knew exactly what it was, but you sensed something was off. There was something that was off. And I feel like some of you guys could be trying to manifest other areas of your life with business, or the door was locked. So I'm hearing the door was locked on you progressing while you had this person in your life, because sometimes the divine will hold you back from blessings so that you don't go into the next chapter, which this is symbolizing the next chapter, with this like insidious energy. This is like, some of you guys need to go get a Reiki healing or sage your place, cleanse your energy, cut a cord with this person, whoever it was, because it was really, really negative. And I'm seeing it. It comes every time we attract someone into our experience. It comes from a place within us, right? That we need to heal. I don't focus too much on the other person. Get the lesson from what you learn, but also look at it within yourself. So if we're going to look at it within ourselves, we have the damsel. And this is coming from, look how sad she looks. Some of you guys, it could be like when you look in the mirror. Some of you guys, it's like your own self-reflection. But also what I'm really seeing, this person, the way he looked at her, there could have been something about the way someone looked at you or told you you were beautiful, and you have for the first time in a long time had hope and felt like, man, this was the one. But what I'm seeing here is that it made you feel more lonely. Some of you guys could have been lonely. Some of you guys could feel so beautiful but alone. Or you could feel like you have a lot of money, or you have a lot of things people want, but you don't have that love. So this says waiting for a night to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Now, come on, guys. This looks like an illusion. This on the surface, and then this shit underneath. That's like a trickster energy. And, you know, Gemini, you guys have the duality. So this, take it how it resonates. You know, if you're wondering why, for cross watchers, maybe someone broke up with you and left you out of nowhere, it's because maybe they saw something they didn't like. But I'm really picking this up for you having experienced this. And so even with this, we have the seductive energy. So some of you guys, it says inappropriate use of sensuality or attachment to power and money. And then we have thief, and he's got a heart. But on the surface, it looks like this. So the divine wants you to look out for that energy just because someone says things. Because Gemini, you guys love words and words of affirmation. And so this person could have came in selling you on a dream. I see the con man. So some of you guys could have got conned in business. Someone wasn't showing you all of them. See how his eyes aren't here? You can't see his face, and you only see one eye from her. Some of you guys could have gone through something where you were very vulnerable with someone and they took advantage of you, and it could have triggered that inner child in you. You see how she's in the dark with the Six of Cups? This talks about soulmate. Maybe you thought you found your soulmate. And a lot of times people talk about soulmates. I'm not huge on talking about like twin flame, soulmate. But what I will say about soulmates is that some people come into your life to teach you a lesson, and those are called karmic soulmates. You know, some people refer to them as karmic soulmates, but they teach you a lesson. And I feel like that was that type of thing. So it was supposed to feel good because it was supposed to teach you something. With the Hierophant, this is called, coming out as the wisdom card, but this is Taurus energy. This is about learning, enlightenment. This is about whatever you learned, being able to teach others from that experience. I know this is really painful, but there's something that you learned. You see how this light right here, the hope, they might have felt like they took everything from you, or they took something from you, or the situation made you feel down and doubt your intuition. But you need to trust yourself, because this pile, like if you're resonating with this, the Geminis in my collective, you're more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. So not only using your mind for, you know, what you see and what you are actually touching in the 3D realm, but what are you feeling? Trusting your feeling. And it's like slowing down to trust yourself. That same light here is here, but this is the star card, so there's some healing that's going on. There's some hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. This is going to be good, because something's good is going to come out of it. You're teaching people. Some of you guys are going to end up teaching people what you learned from this experience. It's gaining to your eternal knowledge. And so there will be good to come out of it. And I do see a lot of changes coming out of it as well. And movement forward with the Eight of Wands. This is my Sagittarius card. Some of you guys, this is new love, because this is sometimes looking like Cupid's arrow. So I do see you guys moving forward in love, but the divine wants you to balance your practicality with spirituality. And this almost looks like that balance here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like there's might be things that you feel on the surface that are nice, but there's also things that if you take your time, your intuition will speak to you. So just slowing it down, being able to make more informed decisions. And we also have Scorpio energy, and it says working through your fears. So some of you guys could have felt like in this situation, no matter how it resonated, just like, see, that's why I don't trust. That's why I don't date, or that's why I don't do business, or that's why I don't trust these friends, or something like this, you know. But it's like you went through that and you're stronger because of it. And I'm seeing like, this looks like a princess to me. This type of energy looks like a princess, like, hey, come save me. But this is where you guys are ending up, Gemini. And you guys always got the duality, and I love y'all for that. The Queen. It's like, you guys, that's exactly what it is. Okay, Gemini, if you're wondering why you went through this situation or what the hell happened, it's because you were going from the princess to the fucking queen. And excuse my French. You're going from the princess to the queen. You're leveling up. It says radiates regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Like I said, teaching others how not to go through this situation. It could just be the people around you by looking at your example. Doesn't mean you're going to become a teacher or write a book. But for some of you guys, you would benefit from writing a book about your experiences. But what I'm seeing is you're leveling up. This experience helped you to grow up, like from being this naive child. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because I have Gemini in my chart too, y'all. But this is like this little girl, this innocence of like, oh, I didn't know any better, to being like, oh, yes, you do. You're intuitive. You're a queen. She's got her crown. She's got her crown. You've got it. You know it. Until next time, you won't end up in this situation. Because I'm seeing for those Geminis who take that advice, you're going to boss up so much in your life. So the advice is to do that work so that when the divine tries to offer you the real thing, the real Ace of Cups, you're not closed off because you're looking at the person who played you. There could have been someone who cheated on you, a third-party situation, but you're doing this healing work so that you can be available for this Ace of Cups when it comes, because this is going to be the real person you have the family with. This is going to be the light at the end of the tunnel. This is going to be the legitimate business deal, the partner, the happiness, the good things, the celebration. It's almost like the Three of Cups represents celebration, but it's like a false one in this situation. It's like it seemed too good to be true, but you're attracting in that new family, that new unit, that new happiness. But you had to go through this so that you could be prepared, so you could be queen. And please know that if you're a male or a masculine energy, it's the prince to the king. I'm just reading it how the cards are, so just take it how it resonates. And then for your crystal cards, I can't pronounce this, so I'm not going to try, but I'm going to put it really close to the camera so you can see. You can screenshot it, and it says increase support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to abundance of help and opportunities. So some of you guys, it would be really helpful if you had a mentor or a therapist or someone can help you work through these childhood traumas, or why did you get yourself in this place, get here in the first place. And we have rubellite as well as the second crystal, and it says passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that is dear to your heart. For some of you guys, it's writing a book, creating a course. For others of you, this is about putting your energy into your work projects, channeling that energy, and I really do see you bossing up, Gemini. So thank you so much for tuning in. These readings have been a little heavy, but they are timeless. Right now, Mars is in retrograde, but whenever you watch this, you know, there's a lot going on in the collective, so just be patient with yourself and know that there's a lesson in everything we go through, okay? There's a lesson in everything, and there's growth. So don't forget about this Hierophant energy. But if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of my information will be down below. My website, my site is strictly for payment, but you can, on the contact form at the bottom of the page, you can fill out your information, ask any questions, and we can set up your time if you'd like. Oh, please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe if this resonates for you. That's the biggest compliment you can give me, is a like, a comment, a subscription, anything like that. I really appreciate it, Gemini, and I'll see you in the next reading.